What's going on? Welcome to the video. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a great December so far. I'm going to talk about why you don't need to be all in or all out. It doesn't have to be all or nothing just to see good results in your fitness and in your body. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because, as a fitness professional who coaches mainly men, this is something that a lot of men struggle with, right? They've got this all or nothing mindset. They want to go 100% full force towards their goals, right? If they want to get in great shape, they want to do it 100%, leaving no stone unturned. They want to do 6 workouts a week. They want to eat perfectly clean every single day. They don't want to have any missteps at all. And if they can't do it that way, in their mind, they might as well do nothing, right? If they can't do 6 workouts a week, there's no point in doing 3. If they can't eat perfectly clean every day, there's no point in tracking their food or doing even just half of that, right? And it's this all or nothing mindset, from my observation after coaching a lot of guys, over 100 guys over the last several years. It leads to being on a roller coaster with your fitness forever, right? It leads to doing everything 100% perfect for a couple weeks or a couple months and burning yourself out. Obviously not being able to sustain that. When things come up in life, you get sick, you have a vacation, the holidays come up, the summertime comes up, a family member gets sick. When stuff like this comes up, you can't sustain that 100% all-in approach. And it leads to 0%. It leads to doing nothing. None of the things you were doing previously transfer over when you're facing more obstacles, right? The 100% all in requires a perfect, ideal life and schedule that you're never going to be able to deviate from. There's nothing that's going to ever come up because it's going to knock you off your path. But the truth is, that's not realistic, obviously, to do for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, for 10 years in a row. And the good news is it's not needed, right? You don't need to be 100% perfectly clean, 6 workouts a week, never missing one little thing, not making one little mistake. That's not required to get in amazing shape, to literally be in like the 1% of physiques on earth. You don't need to be perfect like that. You need to be somewhere in the middle. You need to be more consistent. You need to build healthy habits that stick with you even when those things in life come up and make it a little bit harder, even when, you have a few vacations each year, even when the summertime comes around each year, even when the holidays come around each year, even when you get sick. And what I mean is this: my hope is that this video is going to help some of you guys who may be struggling with this, who may have that all or nothing mindset, to accept and be okay with still having healthy habits, still showing up for yourself and your health, even when it's not perfect, even when it's not 100%. You can see amazing results. You'll get in the absolute best shape of your life in 2023 going at 80%, right? I'm not 100% right now, full force towards my goals and in my program. There's things in my program right now that I'm not doing very well. But guess what? I'm showing up and doing a few other things that are important. I'm working out 5 times a week, even though I'm not getting in nearly as many steps as I'd like. Some days I'm not even getting in more than 5,000 steps, right? I'm not eating the healthiest foods right now, even though I really want to. But I'm still coming pretty close to my target macros. You see the balance there? I'm not eating as healthy as I want, but I'm still eating the right portions because I'm coming close to my macros at the end of the day, right? And the reason why we want to get away from this all or nothing mindset is because that's what leads to being on that roller coaster your entire life. If you have the all or nothing mindset, 100% or 0%, you're the guy who finds yourself losing and gaining the same 10 or 15 or 20 pounds every year, right? Let me know if this resonates with you. You're losing 10 pounds or 20 pounds and you gain it back a few months later. And every year it's this, you're in the same 10 or 20 pound range, losing and gaining, but not exactly building upon the progress you made last year. Not exactly, progressing year after year after year in some area. Okay? And that's because the 100% all or nothing can only last for a few months at most. And I like to compare it to, the example, like what is it? The tortoise and the hare, or the turtle and the hare. Like the hare is the person who's 100% all or nothing. They're going super fast. They're trying to eat perfectly clean. They're trying to do 6 workouts a week. They're trying to lose 5 or 10 pounds a week. They're going, 100 miles an hour, and they burn out, right? They run themselves into the ground. They can't keep doing that. Whereas the tortoise is going slower. Maybe they're not doing as much. Maybe they're doing a couple workouts a week. Maybe, they're tracking their food, but, they're losing 1 pound a week, or half a pound a week instead of 5 or 10 like the hare. And after a year, the hare is going to lose and gain those same 10 pounds 4 times by the end of the year, right? Or by the end of 2 years, they're losing and gaining the same 10 pounds 5, 10 times. Whereas the tortoise, what they're doing is more sustainable. Yes, they're going slower, but they're losing half a pound a week or a pound a week. And after a year, they've lost 25 to 50 pounds. And after 2 years, they've kept that weight off, and they've maintained those healthy habits. They're improving their health. The doctors are impressed with them. They're like, how have you, you've really improved, your cardiovascular system, your weight, your body composition, everything is looking really good 2 years later. Whereas the hare is still going super fast and then stopping. Super fast and then stopping, right? So obviously in this situation, you want to be the tortoise. You want to build habits that will serve you for life. You want to be going more in the 50% to 90% range rather than going full force 100%. You can't always go 100%. When it comes to fitness, it has to blend into your life. It has to work with your work schedule. It has to work with your family time. It has to work with your social life. It has to work with the flows of the calendar year. The summertime comes around every year. The holidays come around every year. Vacations come around every year. You might as well learn how to navigate them, still enjoying them, but navigate them and not have that 100% or 0% mindset, because that is the killer of consistency. All right, I hope this helps. Please let me know in the comments if this resonates with you and if this is at all helpful. And the reason I'm doing this video now is because this is one of those times people who usually go 100%, they flip the switch and they're at 0%. When Thanksgiving hits, from Thanksgiving to New Year's, they're at 0%. They're not doing any workouts. They're not tracking their food at all. They're not doing anything. Right? And then when the New Year's hits, they're 100% against. They're going from 0 workouts a week to 6 workouts a week on January 1st. And they're eating super strictly. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is you have to pick 1 or 2 or 3 habits to do throughout the holidays over the next few weeks. You don't have to do 6 workouts a week. Do 3 a week until the end of the year. I promise you'll be in a better position with your fitness on January 1st than you are today, or if you did nothing. It will be infinitely better than doing nothing. Do 3 workouts a week or 4 workouts a week from today until the end of the year. Maybe you're not tracking your food perfectly for the next 2 weeks throughout the holidays, but guess what? Make sure to get a protein source in each meal. I don't care if you have the worst dish ever, the most unhealthy dish ever, just add a protein source to it. Ask for some chicken on the side. That's going to be infinitely better than doing nothing and going to 0%. Try to have a vegetable in each meal. Again, you could have the worst, most unhealthy dish ever at a restaurant. Ask them to include a vegetable with it. Okay? Drink a gallon of water per day. Right? Like these stupidly simple habits that seem like they don't do anything. If you do the 2 or 3 things I just said, you will be in a noticeably better position and you will feel noticeably better after the holidays if you do these 2 or 3 things throughout the holidays. Maybe for you, it's going out for a 20-minute walk every day. I don't care what you eat. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what's going on in your life. Can you do 20 minutes of walking a day or 15 minutes of walking a day? These 3 or 4 examples are how you get through that all or nothing mindset. You show up and do a couple easy, simple things throughout more difficult times of the calendar year. Hope this helps. Have a great rest of your day. If you need help with this, feel free to shoot me a message if you want. If you like the idea of having me coach you through the holidays and through 2023 to get in the best shape of your life in 2023, like many of us are planning to do, feel free to shoot me a message. I'd be happy to see if I can help. All right. Have a good one. Talk to you next time.